Hi, my name is C, and today I have a bit of a haul video. These are the kits that I picked up from DiamondArtClub in January. These might have been when did I buy these? This might have been the last drop before the new year. Anyways, I have a whole bunch of kits here, so I figured we could unbox them all. I'm not going to do like a full unboxing for any of these. I'm just going to why is there a jewel there? I'm just going to open these up, take a look at the colors, the rendering, and see where all the specials go. So we are going to start with one of these two. One of these two. And then we'll move right on into these. These are all my favorites. I'm so excited to have this one. I'm actually really excited to have all of these. This is such a pretty spread. Anyways, I'm going to stop gushing and let's jump right on into this. I feel like this might be a bit of a longer video. So let's go. Alright, so first up is Bring Me Back to the Stars by Freyja. This is 55.6 by 68.8 and around. I love Freyja stuff. She really does play with colors well to give this whole like glowy effect in the hair. So I'm excited to look at this one. Okay. I shouldn't have done that because this has to go back. Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm stealing baggies. There's a thing I'm going to be doing, and I need baggies. Alright, in here we have our trading card. This one's a bronze. Pretty much bronze and silver is all that I can get my hands on. Here is that full artwork. Yeah, this piece is just stunning. That background is going to go so quickly. 82 colors, and oh, there's a frosted in here. There's 2 ABs, 1 frosted, 4 fairy dusts. Oh, that's gonna be fun. The 82 color surprises me, but let's take a peek. Like, just for the size point, but I guess it makes sense. Alright. Ooh, starting at the bottom. We're gonna see how this goes. I have a new stand and I'm not too sure how well it's gonna work for this. Oh, I was right. This is all color blocking. But it looks like 3-3. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one I'm looking at. Yeah, I said it looks like 3371, which is a dark brown. And then it fades into a gray. Oh, she is stunning. Oh, I love this so much. Oh, it's not even a bad side. Look at the colors in her hair. These light blues and the purples and pinks. These planets are going to be so much fun. Okay, anyways. Let me roll this backwards. Huzzah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a new stand again. Oh well, that's fine, whatever. Sorry, I have my window open today. But I can't pull down the blinds, so that's about as much of the glare as I can get out. Oh, but this is amazing. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, I'm excited. Colors here. Yeah, we're doing this very, not like a full proper unboxing. I should have explained this better sooner. Maybe. We're going to take a peek at these colors. I don't read out the numbers unless we get to something special. Only because I tend to flub and mix things up. So, but I will stop and explain any of these specials. So here we go. The first one is Z210, a nice purple lavender, I guess. Z is for fairy dust. So you see there's that light iridescent coating, not iridescent, light mica powder almost on the top of these diamonds that give it a gentle, silvery, shimmery effect. They're so, so pretty. They might be one of my favorite diamonds. I can hear the cats doing chaos cat things in the background. I'm so sorry if that is being picked up. It is absolutely freezing here today, but the sun is out, so the cats think it is the most magnificent day in the world. I swear they're just like plants to get energy from the sun. Anyways, here's our first AB. AB 819. It's this like pale, well, it actually pretty much matches my hand pretty well for a skin tone, a light peachy, beigey one. Beige is the word I'm looking for. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. It is that iridescent coating you see on the top of the diamonds. So it reflects green, pink, purples, sometimes blue, depending on the color. They're very pretty. Oh! And right beside it, we have our second fairy dust, Z598. A nice light blue. This one, the coating's a little harder to see, but yeah. It has a, sorry, I lost my train of thought. A little hard to see, but it's still a slight silvery sheen to it. I'll keep on going. I'm so excited. Z605 is this nice light pink. Again, same with that light. This one is even fainter. It is a lighter color, so the fairy dust coating is kind of hard to see on these brighter colors. But yeah, still very pretty. You know, I set a rule for myself that I wasn't going to work on new kits this year. Well, after I work on a certain amount of old kits, I can work on one new one. But I really want to work on this. Here is our third fairy dust, Z3865. It's just a white, and that coating is actually really hard to see on these ones in the bag, but it's there, very pretty. I really do prefer the white fairy dust over a white 8B in my mind. Yeah, I set a rule for myself to work on some of my old kits from like, I think the oldest ones in my stash are from 2021, so I think I'm working on those ones first. But I couldn't resist picking up a few new ones. Here's our next AB, our final AB, 3078, a nice buttery yellow. So I think we're just looking for that frosted and, oh, yes, it is just the frosted. We found all the fairy dusts. It should be in this bag somewhere. Small handful colors for transitions, smaller details. Oh, this is a nice green, 943. Oh, and 164 right beside it. That's pretty. And 955. I love that one too. Here it is. So this is our frosted diamond, M5200. You can see this one has more of a matte finish. The top of it is more, it's more shaped like a half circle if you want a sphere. So there's not facets cut into the top of the diamonds. They actually feel different when you run your hand over the kit too. But yeah, they offer just kind of like a frosted glass type of look to it. They're very pretty. Another kit that I worked on by this, nope, by Miss Butter had it too. And it was a lot of fun. So anyways, now's the fun bit. We're going to chat about this canvas and look at where those specials go. There we go. So first things first, I usually do this first and I just got excited and forgot. This background actually has a lot of color blocking in it, even down here in the bottom of her shirt and her shoulder. But once you get into her hair here, there's a lot more confetti. Color blocking just means you have a giant patch of the same color. For confetti, you're going to be mixing things up a little bit more. But yeah, no, that's pretty much what I see. Color blocking in the background and then more confetti within her and her hair, which makes sense. Okay, anyways, I could zoom in a little more actually. I'm not going to read out all the symbols because there's a lot, but I will go on a hunt and point out where they go. And the very first thing that I see, which is so exciting to me, the center of this moon here is that frosted, and then you also have it sprinkled in the background here for some of these stars. And that continues down into her hair down at the bottom here too, so that'll be fun. And then I thought I saw that yellow AB is actually in some of these stars as well, just sprinkled in there. It's in this star, and it's highlighting in all of these planets and stars down in her hair here. And we have the pink AB over in this planet. Oh, I'm surprised that fairy dust isn't in this one. Oh, because you know what? This blue highlighting in her hair is all that blue fairy dust that I love. That's fun. And we have some of that white EB right in her hair there. Purple. So the purple is highlighting in her hair here and along the pieces swooping in front of her face here. You have more of that pink AB in a strip right along her face here. And more of that white fairy dust right behind there. There is that pink AB in her hair here. Is it on this side? No. What else haven't we seen? That's it so far. Okay, I'm going to move it down just a touch. Again, we have more of that pink kind of sprinkled in on her face for her freckles. That's cute. And I'm trying to make sure this stays in frame. And most of the glare is out of the way. Along the bottom of her chin is that white fairy dust, and so is the hair behind her here. More of that white fairy dust in the back of her hair there. Pink AB right in here, and outlining that white fairy dust back here. Ooh, with some of that pink fairy dust. Oh, I think I got things mixed up. Sorry. There's pink AB in her hair here, and then outlined by that pink fairy dust. And there's both of those up in this planet too. Sorry. Okay, and we also have some more of that blue fairy dust in here, some more of that pink AB. That purple fairy dust is all throughout her hair down in the bottom here, so that's fun. I'm seeing more of that pink AB along the white in her hair, like behind her here. A couple more spots of that frosted for these stars, and that is that pink fairy dust. Yeah, and then we have more of that pink fairy dust here. Ooh, there's one frosted there. Oh, sorry, there's more frosted sprinkled throughout her. And then you have pink fairy dust here, pink fairy dust here, with some pink AB. And pink AB kind of in some of these stars. Some of them are that frosted. And that looks to be about it. Oh, this is going to be so pretty with all of those specials. I'm excited to see how that frosted looks. I love the frosted diamonds. And I think all these, like, I know it's just a couple colors, but those greens are going to be a lot of fun to work with. Okay, that is, what is this called? Bring Me Back to the Stars. I'm going to wrap this one up and grab the next one. Words cannot begin to explain how excited I am to have this kit. This is This is Starry Sky by Jenny Lee. It is a 55.8 by 73.7 kit, and it's fan art. One of my favorite movies, I have a very select few, I don't like a whole lot of movies, is Your Name. The soundtrack is beautiful. It's by Rad Wimps. I love any of the movies that Rad Wimps does the soundtrack for. There's 3 of them that I know of. Your Name, Weathering with You, and most recently Suzume, which I think Suzume might be my favorite out of the 3, but Your Name is a very close second. So anyways, yes, this is fan art for one of my favorite movies. And this is bronze card. When I saw this in voting, I actually didn't think Diamond Art Club would do it. Because if you know the movie, you very clearly would be able to recognize this. This comment is the biggest giveaway. It's 50 colors. And we have 2 of these, 3 fairy dusts. Oh, so many blues. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Yeah. So when I saw, sorry, let me finish crinkling all the plastic. Yeah, when I saw this in voting, I really didn't think Diamond Art Club would make it, but it's here and I'm so excited. It's smaller than I thought it would have been. When I saw it in voting, I really thought this would have been like a massive thing, but no, this is adorable. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I have every intention to, okay, you know how I said in the previous one I'm working on old kits? I'm working on this one in August for an event. Elisa and I are doing a fan art event, and you can bet I'm working on this one. I actually already have my kits picked out for that event, so hee hee. Oh, but this is gorgeous. This is definitely one where I should work on it sideways, just because there's so much line blocking. I mean, it's confetti heavy unless you're down on the bottom here. But no, this is stunning. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at the colors. It's so many blues. Okay, let's open this. Listen, I'm just going to be a broken record. I'm so excited for this kit. Part of me is so tempted just to say, you know, whatever with my working on my old kits and just start working on this sucker. I love this. But I also really want to save it for the event. It's not like I don't have 30 other kits that could work for the event. I don't know. I guess it's just more so like you don't see a whole lot of anime fan art, and this has me very, very excited. And there's so many shades of blue. So my favorite color is red, but I do think blue is the best to work with as a diamond painting. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. Sorry, my eye is so itchy. Here is our first special Z3842. It is a fairy dust and a dark blue one. You can really see that shimmery coating on this. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. And then right beside it, we actually have Z162, which is a light blue fairy dust. I really hope these aren't going to be close to each other, but they would be so cool to see next to each other. Just look at all these shades of blue. Oh, let's start with this one. 747 is so pretty. Yeah. There's so many pretty blues. Oh, Z3865, a nice white fairy dust. And then not much further along, AB3846, a nice bright blue. I love the AB coatings on these blues. I think AB looks best as blues. They just reflect the colors the most naturally, I think. It's like if it's a white AB, they tend to look very, very pink. But blue ABs just look blue. This is AB 3078, pale yellow. Anyways, okay. My ramble fest is done. Let's zoom out just a touch and figure out where all these go. So, The very first thing that I can see, oops, there we go. Okay, the very first thing that I can see, the center of our comet here, is that white fairy dust. And then we have white fairy dust kind of sprinkled in the background for the stars. And that J, that light blue fairy dust, is actually also sprinkled back here. It is outlining the comets in here as well. And I feel like that darker one should be there too. It is not. Interesting. Anyways, that's what I see there. Oh, and that blue AB is right along there. And along the underside here too. Pretty. That's gonna be so much fun to work on with all the specials. I'm a liar. There's a little bit of that dark blue fairy dust there. Okay. And then, again, you still have that fairy dust just kind of like sprinkled in the background here. All of these little yellow dots here is that yellow AB. And then you still have more of that white sprinkled. And yeah, there's more of that yellow AB down in here too. They weren't big bags of specials, so I don't expect to see a ton. Yep. The reflection of this comet, so that bright white you see is that white fairy dust. Then you have the J's, which is that blue, bright blue fairy dust. And the outline is all that dark. All of this is that dark fairy dust. Oh, that's going to be pretty. And there's nothing else at the bottom. Nothing else. Oh, there's more of that blue AB right in there. And that looks to be about it. Yeah, dark blue fairy dust in there too. Ooh, I'm so excited. I really, really want to work on this one. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this one up here and grab the next one. Alright, next up is Freyja the Valkyries by Crystalbug, 55.6 by 78.7. This one's round. I love this kit so much. It is so pretty. I'm just over here throwing everything. Okay, let's take a peek in here. And we have, oh, this one's a silver. Still not what I need. I'm looking for bronze or blacks, but it's so pretty as a silver. And here is our full artwork there. 74 colors, and it's a round kit. Yeah, that's so pretty. I was actually shocked to see that there's 74 colors, but I guess it makes sense. These are gonna be fun to work with. 2 ABs, 1 iridescent, 4 fairy dust. That's gonna be fun. I think I have a guess where that iridescent is gonna go, but let's take a peek. Okay, ooh, starting at the bottom. Oh, there's more color blocking than I thought. I mean, obviously all of that's confetti, but there is a ton of color blocking in here. That green is going to be so much fun to work with. Oh, this is going to be fun. Look at her hair. Okay. I'm going to zoom out just a touch. You'll see my stand, which is a little annoying, but there we go. That's pretty much the full kit. minus her fingers. Like there's a little background there, little background there. Oh, but this is so pretty. Look at her. Yeah, the background is a ton of color blocking, and then there's more confetti in her hair and that, but there's still good chunks of color blocking in here. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, let's take a peek. Let me just turn this. I know the glare's a little awful, but I have plastic over my window, so I can't pull down my blind yet. Winter's not quite done. Oh, but this is so pretty. Her face. Well, this is gonna be so detailed, minus, you know, the shadows from the plastic. That's fine. Alright. Here's our colors. Oh, I already see one of those ABs. Alright. Ooh, this must be our main background color. Man, I've been working on a really old DiamondArtClub round. Like I'm talking, I picked this up 2021. We are guessing the original release date for it is sometime in 2018. And I'm looking at these rounds now, and I really want to work on like a new round kit. So here's our first special Z921. It is a fairy dust. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty. It has like bronzy effect to it. Nice brown. I'm guessing this is in her hair. But we will take a peek in a moment. With, what was it, 74 colors, I expect a lot of these. Ooh, 498. I expect a lot of these little bags. Bam, more browns. Ooh, I don't think I've seen this one before. Z3863. Kind of like a cocoa or a mocha or something like that. That's a pretty color as a fairy dust. A little faint, but you can kind of see the gentle shimmer there. Yeah, I don't think that's one I've seen before. That's fun. And then we have our first AB 3078. It's a nice pale yellow. Some less colors. Yeah. Oh, and then our next fairy dust is the white 365. Yeah, for something with a higher color count of like 74, I totally expect a ton of these little baby bags. It's actually really fun working on an old kit. Oh, nice bright orange. And then taking a peek at these newer ones, just the color count difference. It's so neat. This is L3855, a nice crystal, and it looks kind of like a pale yellow. So those are fun. They have a more stained glass effect to them. Super pretty. Oh, shocking amount of 310, but I guess there's more of a brown outline than a black. I think we're just, here is Z3024, kind of like an off-white, pale gray fairy dust. I guess we're just looking for one more special. I haven't been keeping track. Oh, there it is. AB453, kind of like a beigey one. Very pretty. Yeah, that looks to be about it. Those yellows are going to be fun. Not a lot of them, but they're still going to be fun. Okay. Let's zoom back on out and take a peek at where those go. So, I'm not going to bore you with like naming all the symbols and that. I'm just going to go through this, starting at the top and work our way down. So the very first thing that I can see is all these dots back here is actually that white fairy dust. Personally, I know I have extras. I might change that to a crystal, like just 5200 crystal, because this arc here and this one here is that iridescent. So I think it'd be pretty neat, and it goes back behind her too. So I think it'd be neat to have that crystal arc and then just like a couple more sprinkled back there. That might be fun. Anyways, so that's where two of them are. You have some more of that white fairy dust highlighting back here. I think there should be some in her hair. Yes. So the C's that you see here, that bright orange in her headpiece there, and the bright orange highlighting in her hair is all that bronzy fairy dust. And then I feel like there should be more back here, but I guess there isn't. All right. Let me see what I can find. Oh, we have some more of that AB highlighting in her earring there. Actually that fairy dust. Oh, there is. That yellow AB is in her earrings, and it's in her headband here too. And now that's all I see. Okay. And then there's more of that white fairy dust here, that yellow AB there. I don't see K. Oh, never mind, I see it. Okay. But yeah, you still have more of that orangey bronze one, that fairy dust in her hair. We have, I'm gonna move this down. We have that white white fairy dust highlighting along her sword, along with that AB doing, that yellow AB doing some highlighting there. We have more of that white fairy dust in there. And some of that yellow AB highlighting in her gear. Actually, yeah. So you have that yellow AB highlighting in her gear. And then K is actually pretty much sprinkled throughout this entirety of her gear, just on this hip though. So that's neat. Is there any in the sword? Nope. More of that white fairy dust there. And then that off-white one, that off-white fairy dust, more gray looking one, is sprinkled in the grass back here too. And that white is still sprinkled in here as well. And what am I missing? I guess I found them all. Oh, I didn't see that AB. I don't think there's a whole lot of it. And that like taupey, that very, very last AB that we saw, that didn't have very much of it. I am looking for the right symbol. Where could it be? I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, I found it. There's not a whole lot, which explains why it was a little trickier to find. That last AB, that kind of taupey brownie one, is in the background there, kind of sprinkled in here a little bit. And then there's just a few lines of it off to the side here. And that's it. That's all I can see it. So that's fun. Okay. I really like the rendering on this kit. I think her hair is going to be so much fun to do with all those bright colors. And I think it's going to be fun to add in an extra iridescent into that background. Okay, I'm going to wrap this one up here and grab the next one. Alright, next up is Yumeko by Margaret Morales. I am so excited for this kit. 55.6 by 75.9. I just adore Morales' work. And I think DiamondArtClub does a stunning job on the renderings. I've been watching people work on this one, and it is so tempting to get up. I have no business getting it up at this moment, but I really, really want to. Mostly because I think this one and Sakura Festival would look really nice in my library for the spring season, but whatever. I'm off topic. This is the bronze card. Yeah, super pretty. And here is that full artwork, 60 colors. Oh gosh, it's so pretty. And just look at that color palette. It's gonna be so much fun to work on. We have 2 ABs, 4 fairy dusts. Yeah, so many pretty colors. Ugh, I want to work on it. All right. Starting at the bottom, we are going to work our way up. And yeah, as expected, this is confetti, but look how confetti heavy. But look at how pretty these flowers are. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. This is gorgeous. Oh, I really want to work on this one. Oh, I might have to leave this one out. Oh, this is so, so pretty. I do need a round. I have like 4 squares kitted up. I kind of need a round. Oh. Okay, let's take a look at the specials. And then we'll see. Sorry. Okay. This isn't even like a bad size either. This is like totally doable. Oh, I love this. I might need to get this one up. I might really need to get this one up and like do some spring manifesting. Anyways, here's our colors. Lots of pretty pinks and purples. Let's get into this. Yeah, these are just looking at all these pinks. They're so happy. They're such pretty colors. And then you got some purple. I feel like this is I feel like this is a losing battle to not get this up, to talk myself out of getting this one up. Here's our first special, Z778, a nice pink. I don't want to say dusty pink, but it's like not super, super bright, but it's still very pink. It's pretty. And then we have AB554, a light purple, and Z3746, a dark purple fairy dust. That's pretty. It's really hard to show, but that's very, very pretty. And AB5200, bright white. think we're only looking for 1, maybe 2 specials. Oh, here's our next one. See, 1621, a nice gray, just a small handful. Yeah, I'm guessing these are mostly just colors for shading. All that fun jazz. Nope, I was wrong. I'm pretty sure this is our last fairy dust now. 3840, a light blue. That's fun. Alright. And then small strand. That's a pretty color. 777. I don't think I've seen that one before. I like it. Alright. Let's take a peek of where those specials go. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay. Let's just start at the top here. Oh, surprising. Okay, so the AB is actually just sprinkled in the center of the flowers. It's not that detailed. It's like the little bits at the end there. There's a couple of that white AB sprinkled in here too. Oh, no, that one. Nope. That's just white. The AB is all back here. And then we have... Oh, that's it for our flowers, I think. Okay. That's a nice little touch. I would almost... What is that center one? 3743. I would almost make that a fairy dust or something. That would be fun. Okay. Oh, no, I see it now. Okay. So, right? No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I'm just seeing things. That purple AB is actually in the center of these little bits of flowers there. It's over here, followed by that more peachy fairy dust in here too. And then, moving on down, oh, we have a couple of that blue fairy dust there too, that light blue. More that light blue in here. Also that gray fairy dust in her hair there. I'm just gonna keep... Oh, that fairy dust is all in this branch here too. That more pinky one back here as well. I don't know if you can see that. It's right in the center here, and then some there as well. And then you have more of that AB in the center of these flowers. And I haven't seen... We're just gonna keep moving. There's more of that purple AB right in here. So, purple AB, that white AB sprinkled in here. More of that white AB sprinkled in here. And some of that light blue fairy dust in there too. White AB in here. And some of that blue sprinkled in there. And then we have that dark purple fairy dust along the back of her hair here, down the bottom here, kind of in the shadows here. And it's actually right in the detail of her... I don't quite, like, it's on both sides here. I don't quite know what it's called, like the belt for her kimono. I don't know what that's called. There's a proper name for it. There's more of that purple right in there, that blue there, that purple AB in here, and white AB in the centers here, and then that pink fairy dust sprinkled in the flowers. Oh, this is so pretty. Yeah, that's everything. Ugh. I'm gonna go put this in my pile to get up. Alright, next up is Chasing Dreams by Yumeko, 83.6 by 55.8 in a square kit. I am so excited for more Yumeko. It does not matter how many I have, I will always be excited for more Yume. Huh, that's different. I guess the toolkit is just underneath. Strange, but sure. This one's a silver. Oh, that's pretty. So, so pretty. And then there's that full artwork. Sorry, it's gotten dark. There's that full artwork. This is such a gorgeous piece. 77 colors, which is a little surprising, but I guess that just comes in with all the transitions back there. Oh, I'm so excited. Those are our colors. Lots of purples, blues, pinks. We have 2 EVs, 1 iridescent, and 3 fairy dusts. Okay. Oh, this is going to pop. This feels very much like the, let me roll this backwards. This feels very much like the next, or the open book that I did, not last year, year before. But yeah, no, this feels very much like that. Sorry, I'm trying to get it mostly in frame. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets. But no, this one's so pretty, and just by that I mean like you have a darker background, but lots of colors in the center here that would really, really pop. Oh, I'm so excited for this piece. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun to work on. I'm not doing it anytime soon, as much as I would like to. But this is pretty. Maybe I'll change that. I've been trying to work on a lot of my older Yumeis first before I move into newer ones. Oh, but this is so pretty. Yeah, more confetti within all these details, but color blocking within that background there. And just look at these colors. I see that iridescent there. Okay, let's crack this open. And there we have it. The first special is L3746, a nice like pale purple crystal. That is so pretty. Oh, I love that. Alright, as I expected, lots of blues. Right up front, that purple is kind of funny to see right in the middle. I always see in other unboxings how people say DiamondArtClub organizes these in weight, but that purple being right in the middle of all these big chains. Yeah, another purple right in the middle. It's like a little, I don't know where I'm going with that. Is that the same purple? I doubt it. I think that was $5.50 before. Lots of purples and blues. Oh, let's see, 3865, our first fairy dust. Bright white. I think I know exactly where that's going. And then not far from it, we have the A25, nice blue fairy dust. That's so pretty. And we'll keep on going. Oh, 995 is pretty. So 603. And chains get smaller. I don't know what we're still looking for. Oh, REBs, that's it. There must not be a lot of them. That's a pretty pink. 956. Yeah, there's 180. 554, a nice light purple. And not far from it, a blue AB 807. That's such a pretty one too. Alright, and now we just have our last bit of colors here. Yeah. There's more pinks in this than I expected. But it makes for a very, very pretty kit. Oh, 346, that's a pretty blue. Teeny tiny handful of 993. I feel like this is in most Yumeko kits. Somewhere there is some. Not all of them, just most of them. Alright. Cool, you're gonna see a bit of the stand, but that's about as good as I can get. You know what, considering most of this is in frame, I'm just gonna go color by color, and we will start with the most obvious one, which is that white fairy dust. So, I'm gonna scoot that up just a touch. So actually that white is highlighting in the moon right along here. There's some highlights down at the bottom part here. Our girl, and I'm going to assume her dog, Yumeko has dog, so I assume that is one, is made up of the fairy dust. There's some in the trail back here. Next one, that pink fairy dust is all in the cloud around the moon here and there, along here, and just some sprinkled off back here. Oh, and a couple right in this patch there. That's mostly where I'm seeing that pink fairy dust. And then the blue. That one's evading me at the moment. It's a little dollar sign. Where do I see? Okay, I'm gonna move on for just a second. And then I might pause and find it. Will I feel like it should be here somewhere. I don't know. Oh, there's more of that white sprinkled there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next one and see if I can. Oh no, never mind. I found it. It's right along here, like the inside of the moon there. There's a small patch of it right here. And it's all back in here. Is there more on this side? Yes. So there's some sprinkled back in this patch too. Pretty. That blue fairy dust looks really, really good too. Oh, and there's some more right there. Yeah, that blue fairy dust looks really nice too. Okay, now we're looking for a square for that iridescent. Would you see a few of that purple there? Actually, this whole like bit of purple here, there, and right there is all that iridescent. That's an interesting placement for it. Oh, it's this kind of like light sparkle right along there. Not light sparkle, reflection. That makes sense. Okay, and then that blue AB is H. And I saw that one. There's some of it right in here. Followed by these bright blue patches up here is that blue AB. that's all I see for that one, followed by the purple, which is a W. And I'm surprised there's not really any specials down in this trail. I mean, there's our patch of purple right off in the corner here. And then there's just a few sprinkled along the top of the trail on the left-hand side here. That's about it for that purple AB. Now, one thing that's all the specials, by the way. One thing I would probably add is that teal that I love, that 993. I would almost make that a little bit of a fairy dust. That would be the one thing I would change in this kit. But other than that, I think these are all placed beautifully. Maybe that really bright like 3846 in here, a fairy dust as well. But that'd be, I think, it. I would just add those two fairy dusts. Okay. Oh, there's a couple more of that purple AB on the inside of the moon here too. I lied. So anyways, that is Chasing Dreams. Let me wrap this one up and grab the next one. And the final kit here is Moon by Roy Trin. I am so happy this series is completed. I did say once Moon was released and arrived, it's 55.8 by 83.6 by the way. I did say once this one was released and arrived, I would start working on all these kits. However, I had already gone through and planned out my projects for the year, so now I have to wait to start on these guys, which is fine. I'm more than happy to start working on some other projects. I'm just like, man, whatever. It gives me time to find them all too, because they're all spread out throughout my stash. But anyways, here is that bronze card. It's so pretty. This one actually works really well with that bronze, this artwork. And then there is our full sticker. 85 colors, which is again shocking for this kit. Where's their green? Huh. Like, those are some bright greens. Anyways, there's 3 ABs, 2 iridescent, 1 frosted, and 3 fairy dust. This thing is loaded. Now, let me crack this open. Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I immediately got distracted by seeing the greens. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, I love this. I'm so excited for these. Oh, look at her. Okay. Now, oh, she's so pretty. Unlike the other kits, I'm actually not going to go through the diamonds only because I haven't opened this up. Only because I haven't for any others in the series, and I want to keep this contained until I actually start working on them. But I can see that white frosted there. What else can I see? There's a red AB tucked in there. I know yellow for fairy dust. I know this has been unboxed a million times before. There's a purple AB. But I'm still going to I'll grab my sticker sheet and then we could go through this and I will point out where everything is. Oh, but this is rendered beautifully. Her hair is going to be so much fun to do. So is her dress. Like, I know it's boring colors, but that detail is going to be so much fun. Okay, I'm going to set this right side up and we're just going to work our way through this. This is so pretty. I would say it's more confetti heavy than color blocking, but you still have like your small patches of the same color throughout this thing. Okay, let me zoom in. Zoom, zoom. I bumped it and now my phone's crooked. It's fine. But anyways, okay, so on here we have a red AB, a purple AB, and a yellow. And then we have a yellow gold iridescent and a blue crystal. So those are both crystals. That white frosted I showed you. A green fairy dust, a yellow fairy dust, and a gray purple fairy dust. That's a lot. So we're just gonna go from the top bottom. And I'll do my best to point out all that I can see. So first up, I see that N sprinkled all throughout here, which is that green fairy dust, followed by the A outlining here, which is that crystal, that yellow crystal. There's some of it there too. And then you have your E's right in the center here, highlighting there, back here as well. Ooh, good patch of it here too. Then is that gray fairy dust, that gray purpley fairy dust. There's a good patch of it there as well. Yeah, there's a lot of that one. Our frosted is the bright white that you see right behind her. That's gonna be pretty. And you, which is this kind of medium yellow throughout her hair, is a fairy dust, followed by that bright yellow being an AB, and it's throughout her hair piece too. Or her bun, sorry. And that's pretty much the same throughout here. Those two, the AB and the fairy dust, are pretty much all throughout her hair down here. Next, what else do I see? Do I see that crystal? I see a couple of that blue crystal there, one there, a couple more up, way up here with that other yellow crystal. And I feel like there should be, there's that AB in her eyes, the purple AB. Oh, and there's that yellow, sorry, not yellow, gray fairy dust there too. Her little moon is that frosted. And that's all I see there. So I'm going to move it down for a second. And yeah, again, her hair has both the yellow fairy dust and AB in it. Oh, and actually there's a couple of that yellow crystal right here and along, like just a line of it right here and down the side. That's neat. More of that frosted all sprinkled throughout her dress. Again, that bright, bright white. I didn't see that AB. Oh, there's some more of that yellow fairy dust right there. Okay. Well, I'm going to move it down. Maybe it's at the very, very bottom. What am I missing? Yeah, just that. There. Bottom's all in frame. We have a couple more of that crystal here. More of that crystal right along here with both of those yellows. I keep looking for that red AB. That's what I can't find. But yeah, there's more of those yellows all in here too. It's like this whole section is all three of them. And then you have more of the AB and the fairy dust over here. Oh, and some more of that crystal too. And that seems to be about it. Where's that red AB? Oh, there's a few more of those, that blue crystal down here too, doing some highlighting. There as well. There's that purple AB in that flower. Okay. Why is this one AB eluding me? I do not know. I would assume it would have highlighted something down in here, but yeah, I don't see it at all. Okay. Is it up here? Oh, there's a couple of it right there. Anywhere else? Oh yeah, I just completely missed it. There's a few more along here too. Right there. And patches in like the ribbons back here. Okay, so that makes sense. There's some more of it there too. So that's ready be. Oh yeah, I completely missed it. It's highlighting back here as well. And some bits along her hair here. This little strip of red here, is that AB? Oh yeah, I just completely missed it. There's more of it right along here. Gosh, okay, and I think that's all of it. I might have missed something because there is a lot of confetti here. But there's a lot of specials in this kit. It's gonna look so pretty, especially her hair with those fairy dust and that AB. That's gonna be so nice. I can't wait to see what the crystals look like once they get pulled in. Anyways, okay. I've been rambling, but this is such a pretty kit. I am very, very excited to start the Sailor Moon project. I do need to go digging through my stash because these kits have been spread everywhere, so I need to hunt them all down. But this might be a late 26, early 27 project. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Let me know what you picked up in recent weeks, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.